Hello and welcome. Good afternoon. Let me just say good afternoon and welcome to a review of Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid S. And we on episode 5. Yes, 5. We're almost to episode 6 next week, and we're halfway through the episodes. Thing about Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid, and we gotta remember, Kobayashi Dragon Maid series has always been slice of life. The comedy that we love. We love the slice of life. We love the comedy. We even love the fan service. In some ways, we do. Don't deny it, because it's true. But the thing about Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid series that we sometimes leave off, and sometimes people may not do, is the flashbacks. Yes, it's the flashbacks and the rivalry that Elma and Toru have. Toru and Elma's rivalry is funny. It's been funny since season 1. When Elma first introduced, Kana herself said, Toru and Elma are like cats and dogs. And they've been going at war since. And since then, things have changed since Toru's been living with Kobayashi and Elma, understanding humans, all that stuff. Everybody's changed. Everybody's changed. But it's always the flashbacks that we got to understand. How did Elma became what she is and how Toru was. Like understanding all of it. Because remember back then in season 1, we got a full sense of how did Kobayashi met Toru in the beginning. In this one, we finally get to see a flashback of Elma. Back then, there was nothing much about Elma. Oh, we know that Elma was in a Harmony faction. But there was nothing about Elma that we knew before. In this one, we finally got the story behind the rivalry that's been going on for centuries. The rivalry between Elma and Toru. In this review of Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid S. Let's do it. So here's what I say. Here's what I gotta say. What makes a good rival? The characters that we gonna hate and love. The teams that we've been going on for wars, and still to this day, we still have been going on wars. It's the character's backstory and the matches that we've seen. We can argue in terms of rivalries who's better. We can argue about who rivalry is better. We can say Naruto and Sasuke is one of the best rivalry of all time. People can say Goku and Vegeta's rivalry is the best of all time. People can say Midoriya and Bakugo. People can say Asta and Yuno. The list goes on and on. Light and L, I could go on and on. But the rivalry games that I just mentioned, it's that build. It's the build up. It's what makes us understand them and makes us say, you know what? I understand the rivalry. And it's been going on like that. It goes on not in anime, but it's also in sports too. And no matter what sport, even in games you can have a rivalry. So this episode was all about the rivalry between us. I'm about to say Asta and Yuno. My bad. I meant to say Elma and Toru. Harmony, chaos. That's the sign. And it's always like, which side are you fighting on? Team Chaos? Team Harmony? Which side are you fighting for? Unless you're on a team neutral side like Lukoa. But I'm going to get to that. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So we got a story going on between Elma and Toru, how they met, and how we all, understanding how they understand humans one another. One believes humans are so greedy and all that stuff, negative vibe on humans. While the positive side, they think humans are peaceful, they're nice, all that stuff. So Toru herself hiding in the shadows in a faraway centuries ago in a deserted town. Well, not deserted town, my villa. Well, anyway, Toru herself, just trying to figure out what humans are, understanding them, how evil they are or not. And then here come the priestess of the sea that Elma comes by. The thing about Elma has gone a lot. It's called character development. What makes a character development is how the person is, what they do, or get a haircut. And like Elma she got that long, gorgeous long hair. I'm surprised, I wish she had it, but then she cut it short. But I still like Elma to this day, I still do. So Elma and Toru's relationship wasn't rocky at first. That one night, they started talking at one night, and they both have their ideals on humans. One believes that humans are weak, fragile, they're obsessed with power and all that stuff. Okay. But on the other one, they think humans are nice, they don't do nothing wrong, all that stuff. So they decide to go on a journey on their own. While they go on a journey, they do all these beliefs and all these stuff because Elma is the priest of the sea. They like that. But then that one moment, matter of fact, hold on a second. Let me get to that. Hold on. We got some good flashback between Elma and Toru. They were sleeping in caves. They were sleeping in the cave together. They were walking toward the sandy beach together, talking about wish upon a star. Even Elma herself said, I wish we shared the same food together, you and me. There were some good things. But the fight, oh my God. The fucking fight, let me tell you. So, Toru destroyed an entire village. Explain how humans are so evil. You want to protect this whole century. You don't understand the crap, all that stuff. And then Elma's transformation. Props for Kyoto Animation for making the awesome transformation right there and then. That's some great impact animation of Elma's transformation. I ain't gonna front. I love the transformation. And then when Elma transformed, they both went full-on dragon mode and start going at it. It was like looking at Fairy Tail. The only difference is that fight scene is better than that. Don't tell no one I said that. Don't tell no one I said that. But still, Elma and Toru's fight was so good. I wish they showed more of that. They were going in. Use tail whip, boom. Dragon punch, boom. They were at equals. It was better than Godzilla vs. Kong. But the thing is, I'm looking at this fight, and I'm like, this is not an unfair fight. I don't know why I keep spinning, because it's so fucking awesome. Anyway, like I said, the fight scene was awesome. The only downside I have is that there was kind of like an disadvantage at some point. Look at it. Like, when Elma transformed, she only had one tail, a strong-ass dragon tail. But then you look at Toru, and Toru she can use her hands and start dragon punching the shit out of her. So it's like, which is powerful, a dragon tail or a dragon punch? And they've been going at it for centuries that they blow up an entire area when they were fighting. Both mouths clash, like they were kissing. Both mouths clash and then blows up. And I'm like, damn. And then after that fight, they're going their separate ways. But you know what's funny? After all of that backstory about Toru and Elma, how they still keep arguing to this day, which makes it funny, Kobayashi's like, oh, then you guys should still fight. I'm like, Kobayashi, did you not hear what they said? They destroyed the entire area. They nuked the field. They nuked down that field. Like, literally, if they were to keep fighting, the entire earth would have been destroyed. And then you're like, oh, and Kobayashi's like, yeah. The way you put the story into it, I think y'all should still fight. Kobayashi's making fun of it. But she just loves to see the rivalry that these two have. And that's the thing about rivalries. Some rivalries are friendly, some are not. But it's the characters that we tend to love regardless of the situation there is. Regardless. And that's what we got. Now, after the first part of that, let's get to the second half here. We got two F's here. Flashback, fan service. Let me say this again. Flashback and fan service. Those are the two F's we got in this show. And let's get to the fan service here. So Lulu's looking for a job. Like always, Lulu's looking for a job. Well, not really looking for a job. She's just lazy around and all that stuff. But everywhere, any place that she thinks of, Toru gets mad. I want to go to the office. No, Elma's there. I'm going to kill her. Oh, I'll be your maid. No, I'm Kobayashi's maid. Back the fuck up. Okay. So she took Lulu looking for a job, whatnot. There's three F's. My bad. Flashback, fan service. What's the word? I just had it, guys. Fate. That's what it is. It's fate. Fate, flashback, fan service. That's what we got. So here's how the whole fate works. So Totoro and Lulu looking for Totoro's helping Lulu get a job. And then then they stumbled upon the candy store. Talk about fate. I mean, Kana and Lulu there. I'm sorry, Kana and Takao was there. And even before this happened, I'm like, there's going to be a Kana-gasm in this one. There's going to be a Kana-gasm in this, and I knew it from the get-go just by watching this part. Okay, so they went inside this candy store, and they see the grandma, you know, with a broken foot, broken leg. She can't walk so much, or she can't. But again, they got the kids bought Kana and Sakawa these hairpins. Kana's like, we're a match. And here come Rika's like, I'm like, oh my God. You know, let's just cut the elephant in the room here. Yeah. We're gonna see more Kana-gasm than season 1. We're gonna see her doing more Kana-gasm in season 1, and that's that. It's like for every episode, we're gonna see more of it. So take out the dollar bills. For every dollar she does Kanas, we get a Kana-gasm, we freak out. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we lost track, like 8, 9, 10, maybe. So now that Lulu got a job at a candy store, you know, she started to grow. You know, starting to get a job. She's learning about humanity and all that stuff, the kindness and the hearts of all humans. That's that. Now, this is where the new character comes in, Take. Now, the owner said his grandson doesn't really, you know, works at the shop, doesn't really work as much. But, again, the nosebleeds. Every harem character we know, regardless of who we know, is going to tend to get a nosebleed. Like, there's one person in my mind that I think of who gets a nosebleed, just by the top of my head, just right there, is Minato from Sekirei. And if you watch Sekirei, and if you watch Minato get a nosebleed, it's the same thing I'm looking at from him. So when you see a Lulu's just almost trying to take off her shirt, and you're like, that's one nosebleed. Then she changed into the adult size, and she looks freaking good. Now, here's the thing. I know people right now are thinking, should I pass or should I smash your Lulu based on what she is right now, based on the outfit she wearing, and wearing that big shirt with an apron on. She looks really sexy, by the way. But still, now the big question is, does she look good with it or not? I'll be honest with you guys. She does look good, but I won't smash her. I won't smash her, guys. I'm sorry. Some of y'all may have your little opinions on it, but me, I don't. I freaking don't. And here's why. Lulu is just a dragon. It's just like Kana with boobs. That's all it is. That's all it is. So, no. I know people are saying, oh, but she got big titties. Oh, she got big boobs. Okay, but you don't want all of that on your face? I get what you're saying, but still, that's still the height of a Kana. That's like a little bit over Kana's height. Like, if I can know about a height requirement, it's like Kana and then a Lulu. You know what I mean? It's not there. I just can't. But, and I like how one of the kids in the shop told Lulu, how'd you get boobs so big? And then Lulu brought up positive about her boobs. She's like, oh, they made out of flame arms. They grow boobs. They don't know what that is, but the way how she explained how she got her boobs from makes a lot of sense. And then he fell, and then Take fell, like every anime does it. He does the anime harem etchiness. He does the anime etchiness, where the average anime male guy, the average male slips and then lands on the boobs. That's how it is. They slip and then land on the boobs. Or on the bottom of the dress. That's what every ecchi male character do, and that's what they do. So when he fell on her, and then he patted her on the head, she just get a nosebleed. I'm like, he gets the nosebleeds. I'm like, we're gonna see more of those nosebleeds for time to come. For time to come. And I like how Lulu said, I like you, and second is Kobayashi. The thing is, Lulu don't understand the purpose of I like you in many different forms. There's I like you in a romantic way, and there's like you as a friend type. The way Lulu says it, she made it like, oh, I like you and Kobayashi second. So you both are so kind to me. The two most kindest people who took me in is Take and Kobayashi. That's how she says it in a way, I like you. So she has a lot of work to do, but at least she developed too. At least she got a job. That's great. We're at a part-time candy shop. Yeah, I like that. You know, there's gonna be some fan stuff in terms of candy, if you know what I mean. Quote, candies. Yeah, I'm gonna see that coming. I really am. But so overall, episode 5 was really great. We got a flashback between Toru and Elma, which is really decent and really nice. I like the animation of them transformation. And like I said, from a flashback to fan service, we finally see Lulu got a part-time job, and then we'll see what the development of Lulu continues. So I look forward for next week's episode of Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid 6. We're halfway through the episodes, and let's see more flashbacks. Maybe we'll see more. And I'm looking forward to seeing the development of Lulu and more of Take, by the way. Let's see more of him as well. So I'll see you next week for Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid. Yeah, Dragon Maid S episode 6. I'll see you soon.